Hello everybody, my name is Gnome and you're watching my video where I redesign Charlie from Hazbin Hotel. This is the fourth video in my Redesigning Hazbin Hotel series. I've already redesigned Alistair, Angel Dust, and Vaggie, so if you haven't seen those yet, check them out. They're all in a playlist so that you'll be able to find them in the description or the iCard. Maybe both if I actually remember. This is Charlie. She's the daughter of Lucifer and the Princess of Hell. She has a very strong passion for song and dance, and her main goal is the reason Hazbin Hotel exists in the first place. Since she was presumably born in Hell, she doesn't technically have a time that she was born, so I get to play with modern clothing. This is Charlie's previous design, which looks surprisingly different from her current design. I like her old design, aside from how everything is red and black. I couldn't find anything that she was specifically based on. I think I remember somebody saying she's currently based on a marionette, but don't quote me on that since I couldn't find any proof of it. Charlie's current design I actually like a lot, albeit it's kind of boring. It makes sense for her to be mostly reds and pinks, and her hair is nice, her outfit is nice, and with Charlie, I actually think the bow tie fits her personality. So that's right, guys, I'm keeping the bow tie. I'm going to admit I didn't change much to her current design. It's basically just a speed paint of drawing Charlie. Obviously, I changed her colors and gave her multiple color passes, but as for the actual design part, not much was changed. I think her current design works really well with the basis of the show and the environment she's in and who she's supposed to be. It's just kind of boring, so I wanted to see if I could make her a little bit more visually interesting. Just like the previous videos, I'm going to state right now that my style is drastically different from VivziePop's, and therefore she's not going to look exactly like this style. Without further ado, let's begin! I changed Charlie's hair a little bit. Instead of her being curly-haired on one side, I made all of her hair wavy and cascading over her shoulders. I kept her low-hanging ponytail as well, but that doesn't show up quite as well because of the angle of her body. I gave Charlie heels just for the fun of it. Come to think of it, most of what I did with Charlie's new design was just to play a little bit. I kept Charlie's suit open instead of closed because a lot of the references I looked at for women in suits, they had their suit jacket open, and I thought it would look nice on her design, so that's what I did. At this point, I was looking at the top of Charlie's head and I realized that her head just wasn't as balanced as I wanted it to be. And then I remembered Vaggie's bow, and I gave it to Charlie instead, because I didn't give it to her, to Vaggie at least. I didn't give Vaggie her bow, and I wanted to find something that would fit with Charlie's design that wasn't stereotypical demon horns or anything like that. So I ended up giving her the bow instead, and I think it works much nicer. For this first color pass, I did what I did with Vaggie and Angel Dust, and I took Charlie's original colors and patterns and applied them to the current design that I have right now. Charlie's current colors I don't have a problem with. I like them. I think they work well with her patterns and stuff. I don't understand why her nose is black. That's fine though. I kept her cheeks pink as well because I liked that and I thought it was cute, and I carried that throughout I think all of the designs, if not most of them. Charlie's just kind of interesting to look at, she just looks, compared to Angel Dust and Alistair, she doesn't really look like a main character, which I think is kind of interesting. I think if you would want any of the characters to look outstanding, you would want it to be the person actually carrying the story along. Oh my god, she looks like a mime. Is she based off of a mime or a marionette? I don't know anymore. Unfortunately, because I don't have a time period for Charlie, I couldn't look up one of those time period color palettes like I'd done for everybody else. So I ended up Googling businesswoman color palettes, and I came up with this one that's kind of cool tones and, strawberry blondes and things like that, and that's what I did with this first pass. I actually really like it. I think it's my favorite pass out of all of them, aside from what I'm going to do later on. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I think her hair looks good. I think her with a teal suit jacket and bow is just really cute. She looks good. I like it. Something I don't like about Charlie's original design is that her skin tone is just pure white, and for some reason that just bothers me. So I pulled up the normal skin tone color palette that I use for all of my designs and just kind of picked colors at random to use as her skin tone. I didn't want to make her super dark skinned. I wanted to keep her light like how her original design was, but I don't know, it's just kind of, I just don't like how white she is. It's weird. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't like that she's pure white. It's freaky. Because I don't have a big color palette like I did with the other characters, I kind of had to go off the top of my head with colors that I could use, and I ended up trying a pink color palette because I was like, Charlie's cute in pink. I'll do that. She looks like a raspberry. For this pass, I was thinking about Charlie and the environment she lived in. She lives in hell, obviously, and I was thinking about what I could do that could portray that fact without it all being red. So what I ended up doing was using black and orange to make a kind of ember effect to mimic fire, and I made her hair sunset from dark orange to more of a yellowish orange. And I like this pass a lot. I think it's super interesting, and she looks like she belongs in hell without being overtly red or things like that. So yeah, I like this one. In hindsight, I should have made her cheeks a light yellow so that way I could make them glow, because it would be cool if her cheeks glowed, you know, like fire does. This one is the pink one, but this time it's purple. And with that, here are the final designs. Which ones did you like the best? Which did you like the least? What could I have changed or added? Let me know down in the comments below. I have a Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, and a Discord server, and I'm most active on my Discord server and on my Tumblr, so I recommend following me there. Now, I bet some of you think this is going to be the last video in the Redesigning Hazbin Hotel series because I did all of the main characters. Actually, there's going to be one last video. It's going to be longer than all of these videos, and it's going to be a deep dive into Hazbin Hotel, as well as I'm going to be giving my true thoughts on the series and talking about it as a whole, giving critiques and things like that. So if you want to see that video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already so you know when I upload it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!